Time to shop.
The display. This is entirely a small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
I want to buy the We're All game.
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
I don't know, maybe it's a parody of Magic the Gathering or something.
Shelves filled to the... Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
Greatest Innocence.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
Let's read our new books. Greatest Innocence. This dusty tome brings knowledge on the history of innocences. It is written by one Joao Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego, a Mesque fascist, who tries to reach a conclusion on which of the innocences is the coolest in the world. Oh, a pyramid with an eye in the middle. What do you know?
The Greatest Innocence by Joao Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy.
Crack open the immense tome.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. You can do it. It'll be worth it. There's something here. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Sure.
That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Dolores Day.
Yep.
Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state.
God damn it.
She codified parliamentary democracy and created modern institutions. Among these, the moral intern, she was powerful and beautiful on all her icons. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts. You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport bag, and blonde hair. You don't know why. Another choice, perhaps? Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one.
What?
A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. That is unimportant to the quiz. Stop thinking about this. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't Dolores Day.
The Pericarnassian?
Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum. As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Dolores.
He always wants to say that because you have some kind of deep-seated hidden emotional shit related to her, or maybe your wife's name was Dolores and it's like, crossing the wires. Vesper Messina?
Incorrect. Vesper Messina is not a person, but a defunct state. on the southeastern coast of the Occident. It used to take up most of the peninsula before separating into the republics of Vespa and Messina. Care to try again?
Franco Negro?
Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation. Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Okay, it wasn't Dolores Day. She's not false.
Erno Pasternak?
Correct. There have been a number of counter or false innocences, some assumed to have innocentic qualities, some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen. The most famous and important of these was Ernau Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind.
Dolores Day.
Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence, a most radical change to the whole fabric of the world. Everything from inter-Isolari travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful, and more beautiful, and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get a B. Good enough. You would have done better if you just dialed the Dolores Day down a bit.
Damn you, arrogant book.
What's going on with you?
Thinks it's so smart and goddamn it.
Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate object like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
Man, something's weird.
Browsing through, you can
I'm gonna
do
try
your
it and get it
educational
right.
Survey is done. It seems rather unfair to Dolores Day. Correct. As the question to Dolores. Correct. Franco Nick. Question 3. Okay. It was correct. The most final stretch. Correct. Everything from inter-Iso and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing an A. All correct. Impressive. You really navigated some treacherous waters here.
Got it this
Well
time.
done.
Not so smart, are you, book?
The lieutenant is doing his best to ignore your behavior. Yeah, sure. It's so much easier once
So it'd be funny to actually do that right on the first try and see what dialogue you get. Before it's 21, 9 o'clock, I want to go to Frit and sell my cans and shit. Just, I don't know, I might need the money.
the tear machines, your bottles
Oh, $1? Holy shit, that's nothing. I need more bribes from Everett. We'll read one more book. The other book I got, or it's a game actually. We'll save and then we'll play it with, we'll go ahead and play inside. That makes more sense. Play it with Kim Kitsuragi.
Large letters on the front form a title, Wirral. The colourful box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. The cover art also features odd-looking humanoids, some short, some taller, some with pointy ears, others with ephemeral wings.
Oh, I wonder if it's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads,
Yep.
3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements module. The side panel adds a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures.
Shake it.
Mysterious things rattle inside. What could they be? Dice? Plastic miniatures? A fantastical alternate world full of magic and wonder? None of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross, hidden behind faux realistic allegory. Wirral is no cliche-ridden apologia for colonial violence. Wirral is pure imagination.
Look at the back.
A blurb on the back reads, tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Wirral. Leave behind e-solas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets. Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible secret threatening Wirral. Can your band of adventurers save the world?
Absolutely. We are ready to take on this challenge.
Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps, unfold the illustrated game board, and start rolling dice. In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with danger and despair, conjuring up forceful magics to aid your quest.
Open the box.
You pry open the box. Inside, you find a folded-up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine.
Look at the map.
A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, Lands of Wirral. The map features both small villages and mid-sized towns with odd names, in addition to meadows, forests, hills, lakes, and seas, also with odd names. It doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen thus far. It's not a very helpful map.
Look at the booklet.
A quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. Create your own hero, choosing from any of these completely unique and fantastical backgrounds. The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, the Tweog, the humans, the fairy folk, and the pygmies.
Read about the Welkin.
The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users, but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight. The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races. High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake Welkin, and Snow Welkin. But if you're not feeling experimental, a basic Welkin will always do.
Read about the Dweorg.
A grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short, stout, and muscular, and enjoy digging for gold and other precious minerals. They're also well versed in the art of combat, where they prefer to use axes and hammers. The Tweog also come in a few different sub-races. Hill Tweog, Shield Tweog, and Dark Tweog.
Read about the humans.
They're just humans. What else is there to tell? They're average in all stats, and jacks of all trades.
Read about the fairy folk.
A very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races for the fairies.
What about the pygmies?
The least popular of the Wirral races, the pygmies, are short, rotund, and dim-witted. Pygmies live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling the earth and smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the pygmies.
Look at the die.
It's made from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs.
Take it.
You place the die into your pocket. It's always good to have luck on your side.
Look at the figurine.
You see a man in ragged clothes wearing a lopsided hat and wielding some sort of a firearm.
Huh. Interesting. A communard.
That doesn't sound like we're all.
It is not. The communards are not a part of the game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process.
Maybe someone should make a role-playing game set during the Revolution.
Good luck finding people who'd want to play as communards.
Take the figure.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you, his face contorted into a disturbing shout. Then you pocket it. A colorful box with the title, Wirral, in bold letters. It's a board game.
Sweet. We got a new thought.
Bringing of the law jaw. Okay, so we now know why you have law jaw, why you say the law in a weird manner, and why your jaw does that thing. You had polio as a child. You hadn't gotten vaccinated. It must have been right after the revolution. Not a lot of vaccine going around then. So you got infantile paralysis due to polio, and this jaw thing is a complication from that. Admittedly, it's not very funny, but you overcame it. This little infant survived and became a sharp-shooting super cop. So, fuck you, polio.
We get -1. Wow, succeed all hand-eye coordination passives. That's awesome. Learning cap raised to 6. We lose rhetoric, which is intelligence based, so we don't give a fuck. It's pretty good. Damn, we are full. We will probably... Well, I don't know. We'll see when we run into more thoughts.
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
I'm gonna go let Kim... I'm gonna go drop him off at his room. And then we're gonna go steal the boots. Oh. God damn it. Whoops. Okay, so we have to do this. I have to go into that house across the lake. I didn't realize that. And then he'll leave me alone. Then I'll have time. I actually also want to see if this lady in the Doom commercial area is still awake. It says most people are asleep by... Oh. Okay, we'll go see her tomorrow. Since I have that role-playing game, I was curious if I could go maybe show it to her. She's into role-playing games. Scribble between the thighs of a page 3 girl. Loring du disco. Okay. Some French shit. That car, we'll go ahead and save that for tomorrow.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll be sleeping in my room in the whirling. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The floorboards creak under your step. Oh, I just found some new clothes. Korohiv jacket. I didn't see the other thing I grabbed. I didn't mean to do that. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from the year 39. The intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out a pleasant warmth.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
My forward base for the coastal part of the operation.
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of seagulls. Far below the birds, a wooden boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables and benches, echoes from a long-lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the wall.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
How? With a tool, maybe? Let me see. No. You see the waves, a sea, a church.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Oof. It's a tough one. I can get +1 to it. I mean, the odds of me succeeding this are
You see the reflection of your face in it,
very
adorned
low.
with the expression. Still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Worry about it later.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Let's shave.
Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek.
You
Oh,
fucking
no,
kidding me?
That's not how a grown man shaves.
That isn't sharp enough. Scrape harder.
Stop, for crying out loud. You're gonna cut your own throat.
I need to shave it.
Your hand refuses to move another millimeter. A small trickle of blood runs down your cheek.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Nah. Yeah, beards do give men a lot of gravitas. Authority, whatever, I don't know. People tend to think you're a sir instead of a dude if you got a fucking badass beard or mustache. Human beings are funny creatures. Appearance is so important. Like, I'm a total fucking nerd that plays Disco Elysium. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm into this kind of shit, and like, I work construction, and I have a mustache and a hard hat, and people have no fucking idea what I really am. Alright, let's go steal those boots. Ooh, Classy's awake.
The man decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines.
I want those boots.
The body is reluctant to let go of the boots, as though it were its last bit of dignity. You're going to need to summon all your strength for this undertaking.
Wow. Kuno's little sneak pig's back for the booty.
Yeah, fuck it to pieces for us, liar cop.
Pull on the left.
It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two.
Pull on the right.
It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot. See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them.
Try to twist them off one by one.
This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off, with nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
Look, he's skinning the fucker up good. Puko style.
Hell, keep at it, pig.
The legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible. Didn't the Whirling have a kitchen?
Nice. I don't even know what these boots do. Hopefully they're good for me. Like, I hope they give a stat that I actually want.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is going to require patience, and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap, and white vinegar.
Check out the cookware.
A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots.
Check out the cleaning supplies.
There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge.
The boots are really disgusting. Pour some dish soap and the bottle of vinegar.
The delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. All right now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
Add water in the boots to the pot. Bring it all to a nice boil.
The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface.
Beautiful.
A two-course dinner of rotten flesh and hardened ceramic. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too, just like beef stew. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into the vent above the stove.
Dump the sock and flesh stew and examine your new boots.
A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Oh, we got another dice. Basic 24-sided role-playing dice can be used to get results for several dice. It's made of Esimini snakewood and embellished with plant motifs. It reminds you of a plain and hill Welkins. Note, look at the map tab to see which white checks. Okay, so when you get a dice, it reopens white checks or something. Interesting. Ooh, they give 2 authority. Holy shit, our guy's gonna have ridiculous authority. We already have max authority. Damn, our authority is 9. That's fucking really high. Cool. They look sick. Maybe it's time we go to bed. I can't think of anything I need to do. In the morning, we will go and get rid of that body. And then we'll deal with whatever we've got to do on the east side of the river, and then come over here. I have a skill point. Okay.
The old woman.
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older.
She slosses the water in a bucket around for a bit.
My suggestion is don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Suggestion legendary. Convince her to sign the document.
Like ocean waves shaping the...
What?
God damn you.
Save your...
It's a 50-50. We're gonna fucking get it.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope...
What?
Our tenant, the policeman.
Logic and reason won't work on this old bat. Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's the grandmother's deepest vulnerability? Does this feel like a good thing, though? The grandmother card will do the trick. Last chance to turn back.
What's gonna happen to the children?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? We are gonna grow up, of course. I raised my own kids in this village, and they are doing fine for themselves.
They didn't end up like the moribund alcoholics over there?
No, they are good kids. I brought them up the right way.
There's a note of defiance in her voice. Where are they?
No, they moved to Faubourg for work.
And do you think Lillian's kids are gonna... what do you think Lillian's kids are gonna do when they grow up?
Well, I imagine they'll grow up and leave too.
You've got her. Now just reel her in.
And then what?
Then...
You have her. Now twist the knife. Wait. Let her come to it herself.
Look. Oh, okay.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to change anything. But what other choice do we have? It's not like the coalition government is coming to save us. I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them? Did you say something?
I said, will you sign the papers for the children?
Fine.
She mutters, grabbing a pen from inside her apron pocket. She scribbles her name on the dotted line and hands the document back.
See that you didn't just get us all screwed. I might be half blind, but I have a good memory for treachery.
Wow, that's fucked up. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if we say that to her.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
About that document you signed, Everard plans to muscle you out with construction noise.
Huh? I like to see him try. If anything, I am gonna muscle him out with construction noise. Get out of here, trying to ruin my day. And that youth center better be a good one, or you'll have trouble from me.
Trouble how?
I wield an army of drunks. Do not underestimate the effect of such a force if it's pointed to the right direction.
All right. We got, we need to go mail the envelope. We're gonna go finish some odds and ends here. We gotta mail this, and then It might be too late, but we're gonna go into the whirling and talk to... No, we don't want to go there yet. Too much else going on that I'd like to wrap up.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew I'd get to use this for something.
Other than kicking, you were right.
Drop the envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. For good or ill, the deed is done.
We need to talk to Gart.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Wow, I'm being an arc. Classy in room 3. She nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
Yeah, I bet you didn't want it to be her.
What's that supposed to mean? Fuck you, buddy. She's not my taste. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Now, was there anything else? I have like 4,000 coasters to stack. And then I need to wash dishes because it turns out I have to do that too now.
Gart, what if I told you I got into the back room behind the steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
Aren't you going to ask me about it?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why, you want to play? I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
If you're thinking of selling those, I want a fat cut. C-suite shit. I'm a disruptor. Ugh. What, you want to make this place into an arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. Well, the machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Yes?
Okay, we need to ask Art
Can I help
about
you?
the victim's clothes in the trash.
Another thing. Great. I love... Yes?
I don't see the,
Do I have a
He sounds irritated.
Am I smiling? Because
No,
I'm not a...
It's not
What you
giving
want
me that
is
as an
a
option.
goddamn drink.
Even more reason for me not to serve you, sir. Was there anything else you needed, other than alcohol?
Gart, I need to sing karaoke.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Yeah, Johnny Law's about to tear it up, sad style.
The whirling doesn't need more sad style. That's one of the styles it can do without right now.
It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me.
The whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I caused. Please.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good.
Why do you even have a PA if no one's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened then?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
It's not a prop. It's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client. I paid my bills and I have the right to use the machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
I've got my own tape.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
Oh yeah. Time to do the damage.
Oh boy.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Test the mic.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic?
Look around the
The
room.
bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. But still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse, you're sweating. They are going to hate you. Just make sure you move, okay? Don't be stiff.
All right, we're gonna butcher this. We have no intelligence, so.
The air is thick with anticipation. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. A lump's in your throat suddenly.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Sanson. Though it once was larger, how the real may rest there, down through the mist there, towards the Seven Sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there in the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now you're all alone. None of this matters. At all.
I'd like to hear that actually sung well. You didn't do too bad for an average person.
Do you hear that? It's the most pathetic applause in the world, Harry. Made of pity. No one liked you.
You didn't like it, huh?
Your words echo in the karaoke mic. People talk in the distance. A couple tries not to look at you.
Quit yelling into the mic!
Fuck you. I gave it my fucking best. I gave it everything. And you shit on me?
Someone walks out of the room by the front door. Some woman. Is it because of you?
Just stand there.
That's it. I'm unplugging it.
You hear a little whine of feedback and the mic dies. Put down the mic. I'm sure that scene's a lot more profound if you actually succeed, but hey, that was something. Alright, let's see. We have any more odds and ends? Okay, I gotta talk to Everett, which is... I imagine he's asleep. Oh, we should go talk to Kuno if he's awake, which... I am not sure. He's still here.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Wish I could have seen it. Now, I need to have some questions.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pig-o naught. The fuck about it?
There are bruises all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks your stones left on him.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
Why not?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
Not for me.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're just too small for it.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
What do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
He means Manana, the laid-back striker at the gates.
You mean manana?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
You're
Get lost.
Kuno
Pretty sure that guy is only there in the morning. We'll take a look. Also, we can go try to see Everett. He might be awake, I don't know. He will give us money that we will use to buy whatever's left in the bookstore. Hopefully. A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. Everard is not here. Okay. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. What? I don't don't see anything.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here, yes?
Oh, shut
sure,
the fuck
mister.
up.
Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such...
Alright, we got some business here in the Moanin. Okay, yeah, I got quite a few things I actually need to do. So go ahead and go to sleep. Because most of it I can't do right now. I could probably explore a little bit on the other side of the coast. But I'd rather save that for when I have Kim, because I might have conversations that I need to have with him and stuff like that.
It's getting cold. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
It said something about the floorboards. Look under the floorboards. Is that something you do? That would sound like it would be inside. I don't
It's
know.
getting cold. The bed is comforting. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
Spinning, spinning. Tell me I'm dreaming.
No. You're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience.
Spinning on empty.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The endless visions. Erase them.
It's not possible anymore. It's stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For Revacol. Always and only Revacol.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
I can't give up. I have to keep going for Revachol.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Feel the pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind.
White morning, and the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house, sitting by the window. White flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you. That is fucking awesome. And true. 20% zoom out distance, all motor. Yeah, it's kind of dog shit, but hey, cool.
You were right, brother.
Why? What's going on? There's a sudden tightness in my lower intestine.
Back there, in your sleep, all the weak-willed delinquents, dilly-dalliers, foreign moneylenders, insane anarchists, and yes, the women. They've run this place to ruin.
Sons of bitches.
The game was rigged from before you even knew how the pieces move, soldier.
The tightness spreads to your gut. I do feel like everything's gone to shit.
It has, brother. But we are going to turn back time.
Solemn.
A solemn gurgle emanates from your stomach. I will send you back to the time when the sun had not yet vanished, when it was still setting into the sea. The time of the suzerain. The time when love was still possible.
Think of all the possibilities. I want this.
To go back with the knowledge and the experience you now have, and to do it all over. Do it richtig this time. Protect the suzerainty. Clean up the city. Revive disco music. And get her back. You could save Revachol. You could be the man, brother. No one. Don't ask about her.
How do we do this?
There must be others like you. Men who long for the days when words like loyalty and love meant something. People whose yearning for the past is so great they barely live in the present. Those are the men you need to find.
I think I know.
Those are the guys who know.
The two old men? How do I find these men?
Think. Maybe you've already met someone like that.
No one misses the good old days like Renee.
Now we're making bank. A man with guts and a memory. I felt it too. He could be a treasure trove of wisdom. Who else?
The fat lorryman was kind of giving off that vibe.
Bullseye. And that's the vibe we're looking for. Those are the people with answers.
Measurehead seems to long for the glory days of his Simonese ancestors.
Now, there is a man who values the past with passion. And you know how the saying goes. He who clings to the past shapes the future. Measurehead is exactly the kind of man who'd know how to step back into the past.
The gray-haired lorry driver might know something.
No, not her. She's a woman. Anyone else?
No one else comes to mind.
Okay, don't worry. That's what your gut is for. Feeling these things out. Let me be your eyes, and when I know for sure someone's got that special something, I'll tip you off.
I'm in like sin.
History will remember us, and this time we don't have to worry about her being kind. Praeterea Redia, Kingsman. Charge for Revocol. Charge for love.
Fucking love this game. Oh, we didn't get a thought from that. We got a quest. So, turn back the wheels of time. A true Kingsman cannot stomach the grotesque parody of old Revocol your home has become. I says, find a way to turn back time, save the suzerainty, and give love a second chance. Ask the local traditionalists. Okay, so that I can't wait. That's what we'll be doing next time. Peace. Good morning and good night.